total earnings was £2,219. Hi guys, welcome to the village. My name is Boni. I create content around careers, education with a dose of reality check. Today I have something short and sweet. I want to share with you how and where and what you can do in the UK and the US with just grade 12. Okay, guys, do not send me your CVs. I beg you, do not send me your CVs. All the information you need is going to be on this video and also in the description box. However, you can drop me some questions if you have any, and then I can go back to the person that sent me this information. Okay, 2, I'm going to have a payslip. I don't usually post about jobs, but I thought, okay, I have a payslip, why not talk about jobs as well? Okay, because I have the payslip anyway, so I have nothing to lose. So guys, today I want to share with you how you can work in the UK with just grade 12 and in the US with some sort of qualification. So guys, there is this company called CV Placements, and they have a Facebook page. Okay, this is where they post jobs. So I need you to visit their Facebook page and see what's cooking there. Okay, or you can visit their website as well. But I know on Facebook, that's where they are quite visible and that's where they post most of their jobs. And what I like about Facebook is the fact that they do post people who are on their way to the UK or to the US. So you can see real people leaving South Africa for these jobs, all right? And also you can see real people on the job, whether it's in the UK or it's in the US, right? So let's start with the US. I have a payslip for someone who works in the UK. So for the US one, they have seasonal positions available. So what it means here is in agriculture, in the agricultural sector, where they do the planting and whatnot. Okay, so in the US, guys, there is seasonal positions for experienced crop farming and equipment operating. So in this case, in the US, they are looking for people who have a bit of experience with crop farming and operating machines. Okay, so if you've done your training in college, maybe you haven't found anything, guys, I still think you can apply. You know, give them a ring. They have a cell phone number and they also have an email address where you can send something, all right? But I know with the machines, most of the time they want people who are experienced, all right? In the UK, they have unskilled work on fruit and veg farms, right? This is where, so in the UK, you don't operate any machine here. And this one, they don't really need experience. Can have your grade 12 and there's no experience required. And I have a payslip for this one. Again, they have an email address and the phone number that you can contact, okay? However, they have skilled positions for people who are butchers, okay? Right, I don't know, guys, what causes that. So when they because for you to be a butcher, I don't have an idea, but this is a big thing in the UK and you will need to have some qualification based on this. Please share with us if you know anything about being a butcher. Is it a butcher? Yeah, it's a butcher. So just let us know, all right? So guys, that's what you can expect. Now, this is how it works. Let me focus on the UK one because that's the person that I've spoken to personally, okay? So she said, you don't need any qualification or experience for this one because it's not skilled, right? You don't need any skills. She is picking fruits. She's working on the farms and picking fruits, whether it's strawberries or whatever. So they're just picking fruits, and it's seasonal. You only go there for 6 months, okay? So most of the time it starts in summer, which is summer in the UK starts when? Yo guys, summer in the UK I think it starts in May. I might be wrong. So it's in a masqala winter la. In the UK it's summer. So it runs between May and December, okay? Which means the best time to apply is around beginning of the year basically, okay? Guys, I can't stress this fact enough. The fact that you must start now with your process. I just can't stress it enough. These things, you're not just gonna wake up next week and say I'm going, okay? So yeah, now let's look at the payslip, okay? And see how much this young lady is earning. So there was overtime, 51 pounds. Guys, I'm going to convert it in rand. 51 pounds, and then they put a lot of hours here. Okay, so total earnings was 2,219 pounds, and then they pay for, okay, they don't pay tax, and then they pay for national insurance, accommodation, and there's something refund. So the deductions were 318 pounds. Total earnings is 1,900 pounds, okay? So I've done the conversion for you. National insurance, guys, it's compulsory in the UK. You can't just be roaming the streets without this insurance, so that if you need medical attention, you can just go to any hospital, okay? I've lived in the UK, as I've mentioned earlier. I'm gonna have the video somewhere. You can see my own experience. I was doing these types of jobs, okay? I did that back in 2002. That's how old I am, okay? And the reason I'm sharing this is because when I published that video, a lot of people were interested in knowing how I got the job, but guys, I didn't have that information anymore. So this is why I'm sharing this with you. Right, so guys, the gross earnings, which is 2,219 pounds, is 52,753, okay? And then after the deductions, she gets 45,170. But what I need you to note is they already deduct accommodation from them, okay? So the only expense now they have is buying food. And I know in this case, you are not really taking transport to work. Most of these types of jobs, you live at work, but I stand to be corrected. If you're doing something similar in the UK, please let us know, you know. In my case, it was walkable distance, but I could only do it for, and I was not picking fruits meal. I mean, I was working in the factory, all right? I was working in a factory, and I could only do it for 2 weeks. After that, I just couldn't do it. I get you guys, I give bread, I give bread, look what in give bread, and then I moved out. Actually, I escaped from that accommodation because I felt like sometimes we don't have enough hours, but then I must still pay for accommodation, you know. So it just looked like we are working for this guy who's providing the accommodation. You know, you go to work just to pay rent, you know. And then I just left, and I pursued, like I did other things, which was fine. So this farm work thing was not for me. But in this case, this is seasonal, and I know your visa will strictly be about this. So this is the only thing, when you get to the UK, this is the only thing you can do. So don't think you can have the visa to come and do this work for 6 months, and then when you get there, you try to do something else. No, you would not be allowed. But in my case, the visa that I had, which was for 2 years, I could work anywhere. I was not restricted. This is why when I worked at that factory, I just did 2 weeks, and I left. I quit, and I went somewhere else, you know. But the net salary here is 45,170. Please do not send me your CVs. If you have any question, please drop it in the comments section, okay? And then I'll ask her for it and whatever. Or she might even see your question on the video and your questions on the video and respond to you directly. So sending me questions on email, guys, it's not gonna help you. Because one, what I do is I use the comment section to see what I need to follow up on. So that's the only place there. That's the only platform I use. I don't use my emails because I need to streamline my work. So what I do is very, very admin intense. I'm sure you can imagine how admin intense it is. Okay. So please use comment section if you have any questions, and use my email to send me your payslips. That's it, guys. Okay. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye bye. I hope you find value. Please like, share.